Good morning, children. In today's class, we are discussing the exercises part of chapter 4 in course book and also a small poem, My Hat. Let's move to the exercises. Open page number 45. Children, have you done reading of this chapter? If yes, then the first exercise will be easier for you. This exercise is related to your chapter. So try to find out answers by yourself and check it after completed exercises. Now let's learn some opposites. This is very simple. Just use the word un at the beginning of each word. For example, happy, unhappy, safe, unsafe, lucky, unlucky, kind, unkind, like that. In this chapter, we are learning two main topics in grammar. They are adjectives and punctuation. Adjectives are describing words. So look at these following sentences. Echo was a beautiful fairy. Juno was very angry. This is an empty room. So the underlined words in the sentences are describing words. They tell us more about the persons or things that they are describing. So look at once more. The word beautiful describes the noun echo. Second one, the word angry describes the word Juno. Third one, the word empty describes the word room. So here you have two exercises are there. Let's discuss the first exercise. It was a bright morning. So which is the adjective here? Bright, because it describes the morning. Second one, Manas is a big strong boy. Here there are two adjectives, big and strong, because it describes the word Manas. What type of a boy is Manas? Manas is a big and strong boy. Third one, the baby was sleepy. Here the word sleepy describes the word baby. Next one, I sat on a comfortable chair. Here the word comfortable is an adjective. It describes the word chair. Last one, look at this golden cup. Here the word golden describes the word cup. So hope you understood this adjective. All the underlined words are describing nouns. Morning, Manas, baby, chair, cup, all these are nouns. So one more exercise is there. So try to do second exercise by yourself. Choose the correct option from the box. The pictures will help you. Next we move to the punctuation. It is very important, children. Do you know where do we use capital letters? Yes, we should write in the beginning of a sentence and also in proper nouns. Do you remember that you have learned in grammar noun chapter all the proper nouns begin with capital letter? But this is a common mistake. Most of you are begin the sentence with small letter and even your names also. So be careful next time while writing. Let's discuss this exercise. First one, stop chattering, shouted Juno. Here you can see all the four sentences first letters are small letters. You have to change that into capital letters. And in the first sentence, one proper noun is there, which is that Juno. Juno is a proper noun, it is the name of a goddess. So you should write J is in capital letter. Second sentence only there is a change in the first letter. And third one also there is a change in first letter. Along with that there is a change in echo. because it's a name of a fairy. So it's a proper noun. So you should write the first letter in capital. And the last one, there is a change only in the first letter. Rest of the words are same. Now we move to the last section. Last exercise is about writing a story. Here 10 sentences are given. All sentences are jumbled up. First you have to read the sentences and find out the order of these sentences. Then put numbers against the sentences. No need to write down this in copy. So children, hope you understood these exercises. Try to do exercises by yourself and check it after completed. Remember to write down all the answers in textbook neatly and clearly. Let's move to the poem My Hat by Tony Mitton. Here is my hat, it holds my head, the thoughts I have had, and the things I have read. It keeps out the wind, it keeps off the rain, it hugs my hair and warms my brain. There's me below it, the sky above it, it's my lid, and I love it. In this poem, you can see that the boy loves to wear hat on his head. Look at the first stanza. He is telling that it holds his head. Whatever thoughts and whatever things he had on his head, everything is holding by his hat. Not only that, it also keeps him out of the wind. It also keeps him out of the rain, and it gives warmth for his brain. And in the last stanza, you can see that how much he loved this wearing hat. He's telling that below the hat he is there, and above that the sky is there. Is it an interesting poem, children? So try to learn this poem. Also write down the question answers in your copy neatly and clearly. We will learn grammar in next week. Till then, take care. Have a nice day.